Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Gold. This month, March, we are ready to have the Rise Up pay-per-view or event. And if you guys remember from the TEW 2016 series, Rise Up was when we had the Gold's Finest tournament, which obviously not much has changed because we're going to have another tournament. So I have decided that it will be 2 triple threat matches leading into a main event. So the first triple threat will be Eric Stevens versus... Wait, hold on, let me make sure I did this right. Eric Stevens versus Roderick Strong versus Tony Nese, and then Eddie Kingston versus Samurai Del Sol versus Dan Mav. Obviously, Samurai Del Sol is kind of the odd man out in this one. He's the only small guy, or high flyer, I should say, not small guy, because Strong is pretty small. But yeah, so then that will lead to the main event, which will be for the Gold Heavyweight title, which we now have a picture for. And we will see who will be the first ever Gold Heavyweight Champion at this pay-per-view. Now, what happens around that, I'm not sure. We'll figure that out. Obviously, we're still in debt. We'll figure that out as well. Size, we're up to 1 in the Mid-Atlantic. So I will go book that show, and I will see you guys when that is complete. Okay, everybody, we are back at the start of the show. And so, we kick off with the first triple threat match, which Roderick Strong defeats Eric Stevens and Tony Nese when Roderick Strong pinned Tony Nese with a sick kick. But during the match, we also had Shelton Benjamin run in and attack Stevens. So probably Stevens was on the brink of winning, and then Shelton Benjamin comes in, attacks him, and since he's the freaking owner of the company, no one's going to say anything to him. So then Roderick Strong comes in, beats Tony Nese, 54 rated match, 61 from Strong, very good, 39 from Stevens, 35 from Nese. So I thought this was a good way to keep Stevens strong, but not have him immediately in the championship match. And obviously Strong is the better in-ring worker, and we want to see that more on display in the main event. So then Shelton stands over a beaten down Stevens, and he says he's never going to get a hand on his company's title. Obviously Stevens is going to do everything in his power to fight against Shelton Benjamin. 43 rated segment. We're going to see more from this storyline soon. Not in this show, I just mean like in the next show. So then we go on to the next triple threat match. We have Eddie Kingston defeating Dan Mav and Samurai Del Sol. When Eddie Kingston pinned Samurai Del Sol with a blackout lariat. 50 rated match, pretty good. Eddie Kingston 52, pretty good. Dan Mav 44 and Samurai Del Sol 36. So my thoughts for this match would be that Samurai Del Sol would get some good high spots in against these guys since they're both bigger, and try to use his speed, but obviously that'll catch up to him, and then Eddie Kingston gets the win. So then next we have a tag team match as Kamikaze defeated Jimmy Rave and the team of Jimmy Rave and Ricochet when Takagi pinned Jimmy Rave while using the ropes for leverage. I don't like that, so probably just using some underhanded tactics, maybe a low blow, something like that. But basically Takagi and Yamato decided to take matters in their own hands and cheat to win. 53 rated segment. Jimmy Rave with a 55, very good. 46 for Ricochet, very good. 44 and 37 for Yamato and Takagi. Yamato was off his game. And some good gimmicks as well. Not sure why Ricochet is an egomaniac. Maybe that's what he was doing at this time. So then, after the match, Shingo and Yamato, 22 rated segment. because Shingo only speaks passable English. So Shingo and Yamato, basically in broken English, say they're going back to Japan, but when they come back, you're going to see more of this cheating. They're basically ready to do anything to win in America and really, hype up their name after they come back from Japan. So then we pull the trigger and we do Rich Swann defeating Jun Akiyama with a fast roll-up. Only a 23 rated match because I kind of had to do something with this match, so I made it high spots, which I know Jun Akiyama would not be able to do. But 26 for Rich Swann, 15 for Jun Akiyama. We'll have a better match for them later. Although it would have to technically be next month since it was a 2-month promise. So then on to the next match, we have a 6-man tag as the full-blooded... So this is what I imagine. Bobby Fish, Whitmer, and Albright are in the ring, and full-blooded Italians decide that Ryan Drago is also Italian. And they bring him out. Also, I don't know if Ryan or Drago or Simon Grimm, as he's mostly known as, is actually Italian. I just think it would be funny if he's not, and they'd bring him out and say that he's Italian. So Lil Guido is able to pin Bobby Fish with a leg drop bulldog. Albright with 57, Guido with a 63, very good. Mama Luke 48, Drago 45, Whitmer 44. So very good match, 58 rated. As we go into a kind of a cool down match, as Facade makes his debut and defeats Damo by pinfall with an Arashikage driver. 49 for Facade and a 33 for Damo. 48 rated segment, very good. As we go into our main event, Eddie Kingston versus Roderick Strong to determine the first ever Gold Heavyweight Champion. And Eddie Kingston defeats Roderick Strong with a back fist to the future, not the blackout lariat. Went to the back fist. And Eddie Kingston wins and is the first ever Gold Heavyweight Champion. 56 rated segment, 55 for Strong, 43 for Kingston. This is what I was most afraid of. Kingston and Strong don't seem to click. That kind of sucks. But obviously we'll see some good matches out of these two, no matter what. They're both very good in ring, even with not being able to click. So let's go ahead and finish the show off. 53 rating, increasing our popularity. Obviously not as good as it could have been, but still a very good show. We're going to make a speech. We're going to do Roderick because he was unhappy with losing that final match. Who else did good? Guido did very well in the ring. And you know what? Let's give it to our new champion, Eddie Kingston. New champ. Very pleased. And we'll see what happens. Alright, anything happened? Not really. We were the only show. Colt Cabana hired. Dame is gone. Also, Yamato and Shingo will be gone by the next show. So it may take a while since this was in the first week. Let's just take a look real quick where we're at. We're at 19,000 in debt. That's good. Obviously, still a few guys that we haven't debuted. Also, Al Snow and Barry Windham shouldn't even have to debut because they're road agents. But I'm going to go ahead and sim to the end of the month, and I will catch you guys then. Okay, everyone, that took way longer than expected, but we are back. Eddie Edwards has handed in his notice and will be leaving. How do you go to... Okay. Let's see. How much does he want? So he'd be cool. 900. Sheesh. That may be a little too much. Why is he leaving? Did he win like no matches? He won that. So the Young Bucks beat them for the ROH tag titles, and he said, "No, I'm not about that." All right. Well, interesting to say the least. Not what I meant to click on. News. See who has joined. Cedric Alexander. We'll shortlist him. And Bad Luck Fale. We'll shortlist him. Who's this? Alan Reed. I don't know who that is. But anything else? We are $18,000 in debt. Luckily, you have to be like $1 million in debt, at least in 2016. Maybe it changed for TEW 2020. But I think you have to be like pretty far into debt, not $1 million. It's probably like 100,000. But you have to be in debt for like a year. Maybe it's just being in debt for a year. That would be bad then, because we've been in debt all year. This series could end in 2011. We really just have a lot of expensive workers on our team, and while I was simming, a lot of people asked for pay raises, which kind of sucks. But hopefully we can figure something out soon. Our size isn't going up that quickly, and we can't really run more shows, and we're not going to really get any broadcasting deals out of this. So it'll be interesting to say the least. Also, if you guys want to see different people from around this era, let me know in the comments who you might want to see me bring in, especially now that we have Eddie Kingston as champ. You know, I like bringing in guys that, you know, for one-off matches, you know, to have him defend the title. Could be an interesting thing. So yeah, leave comments on who you guys want to see me bring in. This is all for fun, so even if, you know, it does end in 2011, let's have a good time while we do it. So I will see you guys in the next episode. Thank you for watching, and good night.